Good evening all. We're just waiting for Facebook to join us. If you're on Mixer or Twitch or YouTube, hello. Facebook are going to join us in a minute. It's a progressive run this evening. And we're going in 1 minute, 22 seconds. So I need to get up to speed, start running a bit. We've got Amanda leading the group tonight. And we're off in 1 minute. I'm going to say hi, say hello in the chat. I'm going to try and keep an eye on Mixer chat tonight. I can't see YouTube and I can't see Twitch, but I might be able to see Mixer occasionally. Mainly I'm going to be following Facebook chat. Facebook are not online yet, they're going to come online in about a minute. So you can see we're all running on our treadmills at the start gate, and then very shortly we'll be off. Ten seconds. So the idea is we stay as a group, run together as a group, and finish as a group. And we're starting at 9 kilometers an hour for the first kilometer. It's a 6 kilometer run. So like I say, I'm going to try and keep an eye on Mixer chat tonight, if I can, but it doesn't mean I need to switch between screens. Do my best to stick with the group. Hi Facebook. So we've been online for a couple of minutes with Twitch, YouTube and Mixer, and Facebook are just joining us now. Hello Facebook, how are you? Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome to Zwift's Monday Run Club, live on the internet. We're running 6 kilometers tonight with group C and D, led by Amanda. Amanda is the one with the yellow sign next to her name on the right hand side of the screen there, and the yellow beacon above her head. She's also the best looking of the bunch of the avatars there. Hello to Alan, and hello Jinxie. Hi guys. I'm going to try and keep an eye on both Facebook chat and Mixer chat tonight, because I believe there has been some recent activity on Mixer, so I'm just going to flick occasionally between Facebook and Mixer and see if we can keep ahead of the chat on both channels. Jinxie says we're live on the line. Live on Tinternet, as they say in Yorkshire in the UK. So the idea of tonight's session, led by Amanda, is that we start at 9 kilometers an hour for the first kilometer, and the second kilometer we speed up to 9.5 kilometers an hour, and then the third kilometer we speed up again to 10 kilometers an hour, and then the fourth kilometer we drop back down to 9, fifth kilometer 9.5, and the sixth kilometer back up to 10 again. So it's a kind of progressive run that goes down and up. If you do have any questions, say hello, ask away, happy to help. Very, very busy week this week. Busy week for Zwift. Busy week for me running. Lots going on. Yes, Jinxie. Jinxie says, am I taking it easy tonight? I am. Because, well, as I've just said, very busy week. I am running the London Marathon on Sunday. So this week really should be a very relaxed, tapering week. However, it's not actually going to be that because I am on the Zwift stand at the London Expo Thursday, Friday and Saturday, as far as I'm aware. Hello, Jeff. Jeff says he's not joining us tonight, but maybe one day soon. And hello, Owen, Casey, all on Facebook. Yeah, so running the London Marathon on Sunday, and I don't know if anybody is aware, but just today the London Marathon announced a change to the good for age times. Now for my age category, I used to have to do 3 hours 15 minutes to get good for age for London. That's now changed to 3:10. So as of last week I was training for a 3:15 at London, and now I've got to suddenly up the game to 3:10. So that's going to be tough. Not guaranteeing I'm going to do it. But I've also got to run on the treadmill on Thursday, Friday and Saturday on the Zwift stand at the Expo. So that's going to be busy and tiring as well. So we'll see what happens come Sunday. But it's going to be a very busy week. But hopefully lots of fun as well. If you are coming down to the Expo, please come along and say hi. Zwift stand. I don't know where we are in the building. Amanda says her next official big races are still a few weeks out, so she's okay. Jeff says he hopes they've better aligned the men and women. Well, yes, they have. That's the whole idea. And in fact, my wife actually now has an easier route. So she doesn't have to go quite as fast. As of yesterday, she had to do a 3:45 marathon. But as of today, it's a 3:53 marathon, oddly enough. Odd time, but 3:53 for my wife. So it's better for her. But that's hopefully going to encourage more female good for age participants in the London Marathon. Amanda's doing a 50k trail in May. Wow. Excellent stuff. 24 hours in June as well. So we're just about to change speeds now. 99. When we get to 100, there are. Amanda's just given us the instruction to go up a speed, up to 9.5. So I just knock up my treadmill. My treadmill is connected directly to Zwift via Bluetooth. So normally you would use a foot pod. So if you've got a standard home grade treadmill, you would use a foot pod, and that would connect to Zwift. But this is a Bluetooth treadmill, and it can connect directly to Zwift. Well, via my phone actually. It has to go via my phone, but it can automatically change the speed on Zwift. So that's good. No worrying about treadmill, worrying about foot pods. So we're now at 9.5 kilometers an hour. And in 900 metres we'll go up to 10 kilometres an hour. Let me just have a look at Mixer chat. Say hello to anybody who's on there. Just might look, nobody will be there, won't they? Well, there's one or two people saying hello. Jinking Jin is saying hi. Nathan's saying hello. Hi Nathan, I am looking at Mixer chat. Although it is involving a lot of messy fiddling around with my laptop. We are live in the shed. The running shed. Thanks for the ride on, Steve. So well done to everyone who took part in the Boston Marathon today. There may even be some people still running that. And well done to everyone who took part in the Brighton UK Marathon yesterday. Cold and a bit rainy at the Brighton one. Absolutely torrential rain at the Boston Marathon today. Unbelievable weather. I hear it's the worst they can ever remember. So, well done to everyone at Boston. Great marathon to do. Not that I've done it, but one of the marathon majors. If you don't know, Boston is one of the 6 majors. They're called the marathon majors. So you've got London, Chicago, New York, Boston, Tokyo, and Berlin. They are considering adding another 1 or 2. I think there's going to be one in China soon. So we're nearly at 1.5 kilometres on this gradual progressive, running with Group C. It's a kind of a mix of Group C and Group D tonight. So if you run on Zwift, you can classify yourself in Group A, B, C or D. And tonight, both Groups A and B are running together, and Group B and C are running together. So here I am in Group C. There's quite a good crowd of us, look. And if you're not used to Zwift, not seen it before, you can look on the top left there, you can see my heart rate. So I'm at 134 at the moment. That's zone 2 of my heart rate. You can see the little number 10 in the green box. That says I've been running in zone 2 for 10 minutes. And in the top in the middle, you can see the distance I've travelled, the time, which is 10:38, and the speed I'm going, which is 9.5 kilometres an hour. Thank you, Krista, for the ride on. That's Krista Holt, another one of our regulars on Zwift. There's a nice bottom for you right in the middle of the screen. I'm the one in the black with the white headband, or cap rather. I know I should be wearing similar clothes in real life. Right, let's just go back to Facebook chat and say hello to everybody there again. If I can find it. Is that it there? There it is. Okay, so good crowd on Facebook. Guys, if you've got a question, if you've never seen Zwift before and you want to know what it's all about, please do ask. And if you're just popping in to say hello, well, do that. Just say hello on the chat so we know you're there. This is the Zwift Monday Run Club. We do this every Monday at 7:30 UK time. If you've got access to a treadmill, and sometimes if you can't get out of the house or you find it difficult to run outdoors for whatever reason, running on Zwift makes it a whole lot more enjoyable. And you get social as well. A lot of the people I'm running with today in this virtual world, I chat to regularly on Facebook now, and it's like being in another little running club. Very enjoyable, very social, and no pressure. So this C and D group that I'm running with tonight, it's a nice easy pace. You know, it could challenge you if this is the kind of pace that you find easy, then great. If not, Group D will usually run a bit slower. Groups A and B will run much faster, and they'll do slightly longer distance. I thought the Group A leader, the leader of Group A is Tim Gross, and he's on Facebook chat, and he's just said to me, "What's your problem?" And he's mistyped park run. He meant he meant to type park run. What's your park run time? And he's just typed "what's your problem" instead. My park run time for Saturday was 19:13. 19 minutes 13 seconds in 18th place. Sarah Brandy says, is anyone at VLM next week? Virgin Money London Marathon. Yes, I will be there. So, Sarah, if you don't know, I'll be on the Zwift stand. So Zwift has a stand at this year's expo at the London Marathon. Wednesday through to Saturday. I'll be there Thursday through Saturday. So if you are running the London Marathon, or if you're just in London and you are able to come to the expo at the Excel Arena, do come and say hi. I've fallen behind because I'm not paying attention. We should be up at 10 now. Apologies, let me just go a bit faster just to catch the group up. Tim says smug, and the reason he says smug is because Tim ran parkrun down here on the south coast of the UK with me on Saturday in real life, and he beat me by 14 seconds. He got 18:59 and I got 19:13. But it is one, that does make it 1-1 now, because he came down here a few weeks ago and I beat him, so it is 1-1. So it's all to play for, Tim. But you did hear, I now have to go for 3:10 at the London Marathon instead of 3:15, because they've just changed the rules, and that's no fun. I'm not sure I'm in. I mean, I thought I was only just going to possibly make 3:15, but 3:10 might be a little bit beyond me at the moment. Ryan, I've never heard of the Tabata protocol. No, I'm sorry. Tell me about it. I will look it up though. Always good to learn. So yeah, I've never heard of that. I will look it up and tell you what I think. Guys, I cannot help the bottom shots. I'm really sorry. I can't help the camera going up people's bums. Try to do 8 reps that total a 4-minute run intensity. I said, okay. Yeah. So another kind of interval session. Yeah, I see that. I'll look it up and maybe give it a go. We could do that as a Friday workout. Let me just turn over to Mixer for a second. Yeah, Sarah, just enjoy London. Just enjoy it. It does look like it's going to be quite hot on Sunday, so hot for the UK anyway. Okay, so Nathan says, what are we training for today? Okay, well, every Monday we do Zwift Monday Run Club, and it's a part of our regular training sessions. Now, most people at the moment are still training probably for their spring marathon. Some of them have already been, so we've had the Paris Marathon, we've had the Manchester Marathon here in the UK, we've had the Brighton Marathon here in the UK. The Brighton one was yesterday, Paris and Manchester were last week, and we've got the London Marathon next week. Boston Marathon in the USA was today. Probably some people still running the Boston Marathon as we speak. And so this training session is simply to keep you ticking over for your spring marathon, whichever one it might be across the world. Most people in the UK will be looking to the London Marathon, but there are plenty of other spring marathons happening. And it's getting to the time when you're tapering, so you're just easing off a bit, you're not pushing it too hard. Okay, so now we're slowing back down to 9. I'll slow down a bit more just to rejoin the group. Because I'm chatting a lot of the time, I'm not keeping a full eye on the instructions, so I am missing a few. So apologies to Amanda. So I will just slow down and rejoin the group. Affluent Word says, are you sweaty? Yes, I am. It's hot in this shed in the summertime, so yes. But you know, when you sweat, that means you're working hard. And that's a good thing. Nathan's asking, what kind of intervals are we doing? How does this session work? So, those who weren't here at the beginning, what we're doing tonight was we're doing a progressive run. Progressive means that the run increases in pace as we go. So we started off at 9 kilometers an hour, and then we go for 1 kilometer, and then after that we speed up to 9.5 kilometers an hour. We do that for 1 kilometer, and then we speed up again to 10 kilometers an hour. And then when we get to 3 kilometers, in this session we then drop back down again to 9 kilometers an hour, which is where we are now. And in 1 kilometer, in 800 meters from now, we'll speed up again to 9.5, and then the last kilometer is at 10 again. Now the point of this is, as with all interval sessions, intervals increase your heart rate and then reduce, increase and then reduce, and that is excellent work for your heart. It's an excellent workout for your heart. And it will improve your speed as a runner, and it will improve your endurance as a runner. So interval training is really, really good exercise for your heart. Really, really good training session to stick into your week. And a progressive like this is just another way of making those intervals more interesting, and gradually increasing the heart rate, and then dropping it back down again, and then gradually increasing it again. Well, Nathan says it sounds tough. We're in the C and D group tonight, which is the slightly slower group. There's also an A and B group. They go faster for longer. And but you won't see me in that group this week because I am tapering. Tapering means that I'm slowing down my training for the London Marathon on Saturday. Please come and see me at the London Marathon. I'll be at the Zwift stand on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. And I shall be running on a treadmill. So any thoughts of me relaxing before the marathon on Sunday are out of the window, unfortunately. Never mind. We'll do our best. So I'm just going to go back to Facebook chat. Thanks everyone on Mixer for joining us tonight. Thanks everyone on Facebook. Good to have you along. Hopefully Zwift running will grow and grow, get bigger and bigger. And we might even one day be able to rival the cyclists on Zwift. It's a long way from happening just yet, but we will. If you've not seen Zwift before, we're running on the London course tonight. There are 3 courses available in Zwift. 2 real world courses and 1 imaginary world. The imaginary world is called Watopia. And Watopia is a beautiful island where you have volcanoes and snow-peaked mountains and Mayan ruins, jungle, underwater tunnels with sharks and dolphins and manta rays. It's an absolutely beautiful place and we love it. But we're not there all the time. So like I say, today we're in London. This is a representation of the Prudential Ride 100 course, which is a 100-mile ride in London every year. But also parts of this course are where you would run the London Marathon. So, for example, where we are now is part of the London Marathon course. If you run this bit, you are not far from home. You are about, a mile and a half from the finish line if you're on this road in London in real life on Sunday. So I will be hoping to be here in about 3 hours on Sunday. Fingers crossed. You never know though. And the other world is Richmond, USA, Virginia, USA. Based on the World Championship cycling course of 2015. And we go there occasionally as well. So, as well as Monday Run Club on Zwift, we also do a Wednesday workout. Wednesdays is often an interval session, like a more standard interval session. This is a progressive run, which you could argue is an interval session, but the heart rate goes up and up and up. And it's kind of 2 intervals, isn't it? It's 1 interval going up, then we drop back down, we go up again. Wednesday's more traditional intervals. 7:30 UK time, but again, if 7:30 UK time does not suit you, there's a time zone to suit you. So do have a look at the Zwift Companion app. The Zwift Companion app will tell you all the events that are going on, running and cycling. You need to filter for running, and then you can choose any event you want. And Wednesday workout is available at lots of different times across the world. So if 7:30 UK doesn't suit you, we do have 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. We have 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern time, and I think we've got one other as well, 5:30 Eastern time. Something like that. Tim will correct me if I'm wrong. But do have a look on the Zwift Companion app and you'll see what's available. And then if we want to run on a Saturday morning in the UK, if you can't get out to the real park run, then do join us for Run in the Park, which is organised by John Hancock, 9 o'clock Saturday morning on Zwift. We do Run in the Park. So, we've just speeded up again to 9.5 now. So we'll do 1 kilometre at this pace, and then when we get to 5 kilometres total, we'll bump it up to 10 kilometres an hour. And we'll do that for the final kilometre, and then if you want to, you can always have a cool down at the end of the event. Just chill out and relax. You see my heart rate there is in zone 3 now, we're at 138 BPM. Been there for about 11 minutes. And we're running at a pace of 6 minutes 19 seconds per kilometre. You can see all the names on the right hand side there and all the country flags. Look at all the countries represented on Zwift today. Canada, Italy, Germany, the USA, the UK. Is that Belgium? Belgian flag? Scotland. My screen's a bit small, so it's difficult to see clearly. Is that me, Amanda, you're talking about? Amanda said A and B group are missing him. I hope you're talking about me. So Amanda is the girl in the red top, and she's got a big yellow beacon over her head. She's our run leader today. Amanda is a stalwart at Zwift, always there to help out, always helping out with the C group and the D group, mainly the D group. But we are often on the lookout for run leaders. If you are a regular runner on Zwift, if you enjoy running and you've got a bit of experience and you'd like to lead some runs, please do join our Zwift Runners Facebook group and have a chat to us say that you're interested in leading runs and we'll get you on board. Russ Crowder says we're all looking great. Thank you very much, Russ, that's very kind of you. See what's going on Mixer. Adam says, what am I watching? As though it's like a total confusion. What am I watching? What is going on? Live from the garden shed, Amanda. Absolutely. And Justin says, no idea. They get a bit excitable on Mixer. I think Nathan's explaining how watts work for cyclists to some people. It's another world, Mixer. You should go and have a look. It's hilarious. But we love them. So 4.63 kilometres run so far in just under 30 minutes. So a nice, steady pace. Like I say, I'm running the London Marathon on Sunday. I do not want to hurt my legs this week. So some gentle runs. Thanks for joining us on Mixer, guys. I know this might be new to a lot of you and a bit weird. Some guy running in his treadmill, on a treadmill in a shed when you're all used to sitting on your gaming platforms. But there we are. What can you do? It's just another kind of stream, everyone. This is a stream where you actually get up and do some stuff. So it's a virtual world we're on. And this is called Zwift, and it's a virtual running and cycling platform. It's been going for around 3 years. Running's been going for a year, kind of secretly, as a beta or even an alpha. And we're in beta now with running, and it's growing and growing. So if if you are into keeping fit, if you are into running, you've got access to a treadmill. Get yourself a foot pod. You need a little foot pod, and that will link to Zwift either on your iOS device, your phone, your iPad, or on your Mac or your PC. Have a look at zwift.com/run and you'll be able to see exactly what you need to connect to Zwift and run in the virtual world and make new friends, like a little extra running club. As Neko says, you can see this being a thing with VR goggles. And yeah, it has actually been tested. VR goggles and 360, the whole Zwift world in 360 with VR goggles. The only problem with it is, when you're cycling and running, you do tend to sweat a lot. And that's been a bit of a nightmare for like misting up in the goggles and sweat dripping down your face. So that has yet to be addressed. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, and it would be awesome. And yeah, just like Nathan says there, it's been tested but not ready yet. Justin says that he'd be eating chips while he runs. Oh well, I've actually got chips. If I want chips, you mean American chips as in crisps, or British chips as in fries? I've just cooked my kids' fries for their lunch and they've left loads of them, so I could eat a load of fries when I get in. And that's the good thing about Zwift. I am literally 10 yards from my house. And I know many of you will have treadmills inside your house, so you can keep an eye on the kids while you run. Ultimate Volcano says this is so cool. Cheers, buddy. And yeah, Desnesco says he owns an Oculus. Well, the Oculus Rift is absolutely awesome, and it would be, yeah, it would be amazing to have it on Zwift. There are just those like little hurdles to overcome to get the virtual world to work when you're actually cycling or running. Either would work, Justin, you're absolutely right. So we're in Trafalgar Square, so if you know London, if you don't know London, this is Trafalgar Square now. That is Nelson's Column. Usually on the top of Nelson's Column in the real world is actually Nelson. But in the Zwift world, I think we've got a squirrel on the top of there. Now, I've failed to listen to the instructions again, and I have fallen behind, so I need to catch up. So let's just speed up. What I should have done there is go to 10 kilometers an hour about 300 meters ago. And I didn't. So let's catch up the group. Just 'cause I'm chatting too much. Well, Nexon says about that I'm actually probably running faster than my avatar. Well, there's a lot of debate about this, you know, about whether how fast you run on the treadmill and how fast your avatar runs in Zwift, and how accurate your foot pod is, how accurate your treadmill is. Honestly, I've kind of got to the point now where it doesn't really matter for me. As long as I'm there or thereabouts, I'm happy because I know that I'm doing a decent workout. You can see, for me, this group is an easier group, so my heart rate is not maxing out at all. So I'm in zone 3 of my heart rate there. You can see 143, but and I feel that I don't feel like I'm going. You know, I'm able to chat to you. I'm not going all out. But if I was to push it up to 13, 14 kilometers an hour, 15 like the A group are doing, then my heart rate would go into the orange and the red zones, and it doesn't really matter if it's absolutely exact, as long as you know that you're working hard. That is an idea. Nesco says about having challenges to do while you run, and Mixer guys would give us donations if we complete the challenge while we run. So like hop on one leg, you mean that? Or I don't know. Yeah, we could do. So Justin, yeah, they're all, the cyclists that you can see, they are on trainers. They're on controllable trainers which link to Zwift via the computer. And the thing that's different about cycling, when you go up a hill, the cyclists, if they're on controllable trainers, smart trainers, they'll feel the incline, whereas that's not developed yet for running. So in running, if I go up a hill, I would have to manually change the incline on my treadmill. So my treadmill is not controlled by Zwift, but a cyclist's trainer is controlled by Zwift, and so they can change the resistance to simulate going up hills. So we're now on the Mall. Anyone, again, if you know London, we are running towards Buckingham Palace. And we may not quite get there because the run, I'll run to it. I'll run to Buckingham Palace for you. The run finishes in 100 metres. Well done everyone who's taken part today. Nice run, guys. Thank you to Amanda for leading. Stalwart work as always. And when we get to 6k, I'll just carry on and run up to Buckingham Palace if you're interested. Robin says he'd have a heart attack trying to finish this. Well, it's all about training, isn't it, Robin? You do a little bit and then a little bit more. That's the end of the run, by the way. There we are. You get ticker tape flying. It's not a race. We don't do racing yet with Zwift running. They do in cycling. A lot of very competitive racing. In fact, this weekend just gone in London, there was the final of the Crit Series, the European Series anyway, and yeah, some serious racing going on Zwift cycling, but not quite yet in Zwift running because we're quite new. But it's all about training, isn't it? You start off slowly, and gradually you're able to do a bit more and a bit more, and you get better and better and faster, or you have a heart attack and fall off the treadmill. One or the other. Yes, I'm from the UK. I live on the south coast of the UK. If you've heard of Brighton, I'm about 9 miles from Brighton on the coast. And we had Brighton Marathon at the weekend. I know you've had Boston Marathon in the USA today. And last week we had Paris Marathon, and we had the Manchester Marathon. So it's full of marathons at the moment. It's spring marathon time, and next weekend is the London Marathon, which I'm running in. So it was just running up to Buckingham Palace just so you can see it. This will be the finish line of the London Marathon, except in the opposite direction. So next weekend I shall hopefully be running in the opposite direction down the Mall, away from Buckingham Palace to the finish line of the London Marathon. I've got to try and do it in 3 hours and 10 minutes, which is going to be very hard, but in order to get your guaranteed place at London, it's called Good for Age, to get your GFA place in London, for my age group I have to do 3 hours and 10 minutes. So my PB is 3:09, so it is possible, but I'm not sure I'm fit enough at the moment. Flex while running. I'm just going to nip back to Facebook and say hi to the Facebook guys. They're going to be lonely, you know. What I need to learn to do is have two pages open with chat, or like multi-chat from... I know that some networks do chat where you can integrate all the chats together. I just haven't sorted that out yet, but it is coming. Mario says he has a My Run too. Well, actually, Mario, if I'm honest with you, this is not my treadmill. It's a loan treadmill to test it out. We've passed Buckingham Palace, haven't we? That's annoying. I was going to show you the sights. Never mind. We'll just run to 7k. I wonder if I could turn around. Hang on. I can't press it. Have I turned? I don't know. Never mind. Wesley says he had a few problems with signal dropouts tonight. Yeah, hopefully get back on track for Wednesday workout. London is going to be hot, Russ. You're quite right. Hot for the UK anyway. Okay, so we're just passing Buckingham Palace now on the right hand side, and the camera pans round. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. There you go. There's Buckingham Palace, and we do really have those red roads here in London, or there in London. I'm not that far. I'm about 60 miles from London. And that's the Victoria statue there as well that you can see. So we'll just get to 7 kilometres and then we'll call it a day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Thanks to the guys at Mixer, and thanks to everyone at Facebook for saying hello and joining in. Do join us for Wednesday workout, 7:30 UK time. Wednesday workout. I broadcast on my own channel on Wednesday, and then back on this channel. It'll probably be next Monday, because Friday I will be in London for the expo for the London Marathon. So I won't be broadcasting on Friday, unless I do it live from the expo. I wonder if that's an option. I have to see. If you're interested in watching real world running videos, I do a lot of ultras, I do a lot of marathons, trail marathons here in the UK and abroad. Go to, see the little logo in the bottom left corner there, Film My Run. Search on YouTube for Film My Run and you'll be able to watch real world videos of runs here in the UK and abroad. I make little films. I don't film the whole 4 or 5 hour run. Just make little 5-10 minute films. Okay, so that's it. There we go. 7 kilometers done. Still on level 18. Zwift is a game, by the way. If you weren't aware, you do accrue experience points. You do get prizes. So I'm on level 18 of running at the moment, and the more I run, the more miles I do, the more points I get, the higher I go up the levels. And the different kit I get that I can wear on my avatar. Right. One last look at Mixer. Thanks guys. Thanks Nathan for monitoring the chat on Mixer. And cheers Robin and Dinesco for your interesting comments. Thanks a lot guys. Good to speak to you. Nice to have different input from different areas, not just Facebook all the time, so that's good. Right, I'll just show you what happens when we finish the game. So I take my mouse and I hit menu, and then I'll hit end run. So it shows you a bit of a synopsis of what I've done. So my pace distribution and my heart rate. Let's just show you a couple of things. So badges. So these are your achievement awards and things that you can get. So I've got 40 out of the 48 achievements. Cycling achievements that you can get, and running achievements, and extra credit achievements. So close that. If I go to the pair screen, you can see this is how I pair. So I've got various different devices that allow me to run on Zwift. So if I go to search, I've got foot pods and I've got the MyRun treadmill there. That's the one I've been using today. And the same for cadence. Here's my heart rate monitor. I can unpair that and search for it and pair the one I want. So I've chosen that one there. And if you're a cyclist, you go to the ride screen. You can choose a power source, a speed sensor. If you've got a controllable trainer, you choose it as well here on the bottom right. Again, heart rate and cadence. So that's how you choose. Oh, hang on a minute. Go back to the best. I bet my run records itself as a ride now. Oh well. Never mind. And then we click end run and save, and it will save to Garmin or Strava or Today's Plan or a number of other platforms that you might have on your computer that you use for your exercise routines. So we just click save and exit there. Right, let me go back to the other screen. Thank you very much everyone for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And please do join me on Wednesday for Wednesday workout, 7:30 UK time. That'll be on my own channel. So if you search for Film My Run on Facebook or on YouTube, you'll find the Wednesday workout on that page there. Back again on next Monday for Monday Run Club. Saturday there is Run in the Park, and Friday I normally do a workout on here, but I will be in London, so not this Friday but the following Friday. Guys, thank you very much for your time. Take care. See you again. Bye bye.